can switch up the tone just a little bit.
Yeah.
We bake. Shout out to Morgan Gold.
She got a lot, but she's so true to me. I can say but this is new to me. I won't let this shit get through to me. Go up and down the ass, you say true to me. True to me, true to me.
Yo.
True to me, true to me.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Club podcast. I'm your boy Cardell, aka Pedialyte Poppy, aka Absent Ash.
Is that what they call you? Absent Ash? I mean, that's pretty accurate.
I know. It hurts my heart, but it is what it is. Over there in the back.
Hey guys, it's me, Zach. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the most inconsistent podcast in the world, the Gentleman's Club podcast.
What's up, man?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
It's been a minute since I've seen you. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yeah, no, we have both been living lives.
Life has been lifing.
Life has been lifing for sure.
Did we do a? I don't think we did it. We didn't even do a fourth recap. How was your fourth? Do you remember what you did?
It was eventful and uneventful at the same time.
Okay.
So just had to. And actually, I'll touch on this.
Okay.
So normally my family goes to a place called Wilmette Beach.
Where's that at?
For the 4th of July. It's way up north.
Okay.
For whatever reason, we decided to not go this year.
Okay.
It was a last minute thing. We literally had we had plans to go because we always go.
Right.
And then the 4th of July came, and we were just like, you know what? We'll just have family come over here.
Okay.
To the house. I was like, I don't really feel like packing up coolers and being at the beach all day and doing all that. Like, I kind of want to, if I want to be lazy and sit on my couch. Like,
you want to be able to do that?
Shit, I want to be able to do that.
Bro,
yeah.
Packing up and doing that it's a lot.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
And then parking's a bitch.
Oh,
and it's like,
you
bro,
gotta walk.
you got to walk your cooler like a mile and a half. I was like, bro, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that today.
Yeah.
I don't. But for those that are aware, Wilmette Beach is about 15 minutes away from Highland Park.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's scary.
Yeah. It was. So when I saw that, I was like, holy shit! Like, granted, and obviously, you know, prayers out to all those affected by the Hyde Park shooting,
of course,
or the Highland Park shooting. I'm sorry. But in my head, I was like, yo, if we were that close, getting out of there would have been a clusterfuck.
Yeah, that would have been impossible.
It would have been a clusterfuck. It would have been a panic. And I just know how those types of situation goes. And I got my pregnant wife with me. I got my son with me. And it's just like, you know what? Whatever it was that caused us to dodge a bullet and going out there, I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
Again, prayers out to all those affected by that. I know there's a lot of emotional and mental trauma that goes with it, even if something didn't physically happen to you.
Yeah. Because the shootings have just been back to back.
I mean, they have been for a long time.
True.
This is one. I mean, this is one that's a little closer to home. That was a little more shocking.
Yeah. Quick question: when those situations happen, right? When they're that close from somewhere that you usually go to, does it make you reconsider being outside?
It's funny you say that because me and my wife had this conversation yesterday.
Right.
She was telling me, she's like, I don't really want to be around like big crowds if it's not like a private. And I mean, private is in like somebody we know's house.
Right. Yeah.
You know, type of event.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I get it. It's like, but you know, in my head, it's like, all right, we still have to live our lives.
We do.
I am not one, like, I want to be careful, but at the same time, I'm not one to let fear dictate how I move.
Right. That's fair.
I can be cautious, but still enjoy my life.
True. That's fair. Yeah. That's just something that I think about. I think my fourth, I didn't do anything. I went out of the area. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and I was out the way for 4 days. Just rest and relaxation, staying away from stuff. But when you wake up and you read about it, it's just like, okay, you skip the 4th, you know, you step outside, you see fireworks, whatever the case may be, and then you're just like, cool, that's all I needed. Like, I didn't need to go out and celebrate or do anything like that. You're either around family or friends or you're not. But then you see stuff like that and it can just reaffirm that's why
I don't move.
yeah, why I don't want to go out and do stuff like that. Right, so just something that I was thinking about. So then after that, there was the 4th, and what else has been going on? There hasn't been much going on lately, weekend wise, right?
No, it's been pretty quiet.
Okay,
pretty quiet out here.
Yeah, I've been I think right before the 4th, doing a lot of, I won't say a lot, but I did a few listening parties for some local artists and whatnot. Shout out to Kativo and Ben, and also Morgan Gold, who both have projects out that sound great.
Shout out to them.
So that's pretty much been it, man. Just, it's like, it's staying low and then stepping out for the things that you want to step out for with the people that you fuck with. And then after that, back inside.
Yeah.
Back inside.
Is it safe to say that our break has been associated with both of us kind of getting our mental health right?
Yeah, and I know that that's always a common thing.
We do that a lot here.
Yeah.
I don't think we talk about it as much.
I don't think we should, and I would say that that's something that we should probably bring more to the pod, if anything.
Sure.
Not saying that we always, that's me. Okay. Not saying that that's always something that we have to share. We don't have to share all the
details.
The details, sure, but sure. No, that's something that I've been doing. Like, I've been inside more, just chilling.
Yeah.
Like, and you know me, I like to go outside and go get with my people and get that energy. Mm-hmm. And I realized that I want to be more responsible for balancing that stuff out myself. Mm-hmm. Because when you go out and you're looking to be around people who will uplift your spirits and make you feel better, yeah, that's great. But when you have to go home, it's still just you and you.
Yeah.
And you're responsible for balancing that stuff out. So I've been trying to do that. And even when I was doing that, I found myself still hitting a low at a certain point. And I don't know where it came from. I don't know why.
Gotcha.
So no, that's definitely a real thing. So it's just like some days you wake up and no, you're tired, or you want to spend that quality time with your family that you know that you need to do.
Yeah.
So no, recharging and trying to stay balanced. These are hectic times, man. Like people are crazy. The way that people are responding to things, the way that the world is affecting the people that you're around, is you can see it. Mm-hmm. You can see it in real time. So no, I definitely feel like we should bring some of that stuff here and
talk about it more.
Yeah, talk about some of the things that we experience and stuff.
For sure, absolutely, man. I'm 100% with that. I'm not going deep in.
Yeah,
on camera.
I know.
I will off camera though.
For sure. And I'll look into that. I start trying to find respectable ways that we can talk about certain things.
Respectable ways to talk about certain things, he says. Toxic podcast.
I know. I'm working on that. Oh, you know.
Go ahead. Go ahead, just do it. We're already here.
Okay. I can say that as far as being toxic, and I'm only speaking for myself, but the time of me trying to become a more reformed toxic gentleman, I've realized that there are definitely a lot of me and you talk about the way that we look at things from a very logical standpoint.
For sure.
And most of the time, it's like you can place this thought or this idea across the board and realize that nobody's going to argue this.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I realized
nobody, but I get what you're saying.
Okay, all right, cool. But there are certain things about myself, especially when it comes to interacting with women or whatever type of relationship that might be, that I definitely needed to readdress. And I knew it was coming. But yeah, definitely needed to readjust and adjust for myself, realizing that I'm not always right when it comes to, things that I might be feeling. Or
that's a big step, man. It's a really big step. It is. And I'm sure there are women that hate you for saying that now.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm a work in progress. God is working on me. Nah, but on some real shit, I just found myself realizing that you make adjustments for your experiences. So you try to protect yourself from things that you've experienced in the past.
Of course, yeah.
And even though they might be the best things for you, you can't always bring those into every scenario. And sometimes you need to realize, like, oh, yo, the way I'm responding to this is because of something that I'm carrying from
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, sometimes it's not always the easiest to see.
It's definitely a characteristic that I think everybody's guilty of to some degree.
True.
Some more than others, and let's be honest, we've all kind of gone down that path a little bit. But no, I think the biggest thing to like building healthy relationships is realizing that each new relationship, it should be a fresh start and it should be treated as such.
Yeah. Yeah.
To give yourself and that person a fair shot.
Yeah, that's true. I realize that not everybody does that. And, feelings are important. And I realize that, yes, you can do something to make somebody feel a way, but people don't necessarily take accountability for their parts in it as well. And at the end of the day, you can't take everything personal.
Somebody finished the book.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
I'm almost there. Yeah. But I tell you that all the time. When you used to live at your old spot and me and you started kicking it heavy and we started talking about these different things, and I saw that on the fridge, and I was just like, when you look at it, you're just like, oh yeah, for sure. Duh.
Hey, easier said than done, my guy.
Exactly. That part. It's a whole lot easier said than done to not take things personal, and even when people are aware of that, sometimes you do take things personal.
And that is actually so what he's talking about is for, I know there are people that listen that have read the 4 Agreements.
Right.
I had on my fridge in my old house, don't take anything personal, which is one of the 4 Agreements. And it is something that you have to practice daily. You need a constant reminder because, let's face it, we're all human beings and we have
feelings.
Right. And somebody says something or does something that you don't like, and it's like, yo, why would they do that to me? And what you have to realize is that it's not about you always.
It didn't, and that's where I can say my frustration with dealing with people, not even just relationships and women in that realm, but also just in general. Like, I've been told that, yo, you don't care about nothing, huh? You don't care about nothing unless it directly involves you. And it's just like, that's not necessarily true. Right. I'm a very sensitive person. So now that I'm in this phase of I don't care, that doesn't matter to me, I would like to not take things personal. It's like, oh, so-and-so didn't invite me to this, or so-and-so didn't call me back. Like, that'd be all right. Like, I'm not going to die.
Yeah, maybe they got something going on.
That's cool. Yeah, that's true.
It's cool.
Yeah. So being understanding of that, having empathy and being sensitive and feelings and all of that stuff, it comes with the responsibility of not projecting how you feel onto the person, which is taking things personally. Nobody can make you feel anything that you don't give them the power to do.
100%.
So
if you haven't read that book, I would highly suggest it, The 4 Agreements. It is one of my personal favorites. It's something that I let this guy borrow. He's been reading it. So,
of course. Wait, hold on though, because there's the 4 Agreements and then there's the 5 Agreements.
It's the 5th Agreement, which is the 4 Agreements plus the 5th Agreement. Right. I actually prefer the 5th Agreement. Right,
because it covers everything in the 4th while also introducing the 5th.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I got you.
Exactly. But if you just want to get the basis of it and just kind of use that as a template to maybe try to change your mindset. Yeah. If you feel like you need that or whatever the case may be, I would start with the 4 Agreements. Definitely.
True. So. I guess we're already here. Do you have anything that you can say that you're working on as far as your mental health or your mind or anything like that you care to share at the moment?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. And this will tie into a conversation I'm going to have with you off camera.
Okay.
Getting more organized in all facets of my life.
Okay.
Just so I can, envision a plan and execute it.
Okay.
I'm really good at just winging it. I've done very well winging it for a majority of my adult life.
Do you feel like because you have been somewhat more successful with just winging it, do you feel like that's why that you just be like, oh, fuck it, it'll work out?
It's crippled me. In all honesty.
Really?
Yeah. because the more parts to life that you get, the harder it is for winging it to build that success.
Okay, I got you.
And what I've noticed is my winging it has caused me to digress in some areas, to the point where I wasn't comfortable anymore.
Really?
And not in a good way, because they always say, "Oh, you should never be comfortable."
Yeah,
but
get out of your comfort zone.
No, but this was like, no, bro, I'm uncomfortable with shit
Okay.
right now, and this cannot last.
Right, that's fair.
So just kind of going back and looking at the differences, because I can look back at the last 10 years of my life and be like, dude, I was, I had a run. What's the deal? Like, I can do. I've had the mindset of I can do all things.
Yeah, true.
Because rarely has that ever been wrong. I know how that sounds, but
right.
Trust me.
Yeah, no, it's a. Yeah.
So I had to look at it, and I was like, all right, well, I've never looked at it from so I compared people that are in similar life situations that I am now.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, why are they successful?
Right.
And it's not in a jealousy way.
About
it's a studying.
Yeah, it's a healthy
It's like,
comparison
okay,
that you can say.
what are you doing that I'm not doing that I may be able to learn from you?
Right.
And may be able to put that into my daily life.
Right.
And potentially grow.
Right.
And one of the things is just a complete level of organization. And just a plan as far as who, what, when, why, where.
Right.
How, all of that stuff.
Okay.
So I finally started implementing that in the last 2 weeks, and my stress levels have been down significantly.
Beautiful.
They're still there.
Okay.
But my stress levels are down, and it's like, okay, I know exactly what I have to do, how I have to do it, when I have to do it by.
Right.
And in the, order that certain things need to go. And it's like, oh, now that I look at it like that, I can project where everything's going to land for the next 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks.
Okay.
And that in itself is like, okay, things can calm down now.
Right. And as long as you stick with the plan and you have everything organized, you can see it, and you stick with the plan and follow it.
Yes.
You can almost guarantee the results.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Which it sounds really, really basic, but I'd never done that in my entire life. I never needed to.
Right.
I've no joke. I've never needed to do anything like that. It's literally just been.
Yeah. It's like, all right, cool, let's just do it.
100%.
Right.
And it's always worked.
Right. Until it did it.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah.
All right. Look at you, man. Look at you go. All right. I guess we should get into. We can get into some things. Yo, I don't like reporting on
Nastiness.
or just
This is beyond nasty, actually.
yeah, true. And just the world in general, bruh.
It really makes me question some situations.
Okay.
And I be damned if I'm out of the room now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So some of you may or may have not seen. There was a video. We're talking about the doctor, right?
Yes.
Okay. There was a video of a Brazilian doctor, I believe, who was an anesthesiologist, and
Nasty motherfucker.
there was a woman who was having a C-section performed, and on video they have this doctor sexually abusing this woman who was sedated, heavily sedated.
More sedated than is normal for the procedure.
Right. And I was wondering, the wild part was when I saw the video, it was just like, how does it get to that part? And
Yeah.
and the wild part is this is during a childbirth.
Right. Yeah. C-section. Mm-hmm.
So, and if she's and from what I understand, she was sedated very heavily, and you're not supposed to use that much sedative for it.
Right.
You're putting a child's life at risk.
The child and the mother.
That's like a C-section would, I don't know, but a C-section would be a little bit more risky than just your natural childbirth. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but you do a C-section if the natural childbirth becomes dangerous for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that was really disturbing.
Yeah.
And it just makes you, and that's all of the basic things that we know in life that we know to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
are becoming compromised every single day.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think we all know that there are bad people in the world. Right?
Of course.
Like nobody's gonna be like, no, everybody's good.
Right.
If you are, grow up.
Right.
There are few things that just flat out should never be in question.
Right.
I get malpractice from a incidental standpoint.
Okay.
Negligence. I can, and I say this, I don't know if I would feel that way if it happened to me. To some degree, I can forgive a bit of negligence if it was unintentional, if it was just
an accident.
I just missed a step.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. Yeah, of course. Human error.
I can I can to some degree forgive that. This is blatant. This is malicious.
Yeah.
This is disgusting.
Bruh. Yeah.
This is a breach of all human trust.
Yeah, that's true.
Completely and totally.
Right. And yeah.
You are held to the highest standard of protecting those lives who trust you.
Right.
To put their lives in your hand.
Right. And you forgive me because I'm not trying to take away from the seriousness of it. But when I see stuff like that, in my mind, I try to imagine how you get there. I want to get into the psychology of it all.
See, there are certain things that you can't get to mentally unless you are that sick fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You
try as you might. There's no situation in life where you could justify to me his actions.
No, not trying to justify it, but it's just like at what if you're do you know what anesthesiologists make?
A lot of fucking money.
Okay, so we're obviously six figures and not low six figures.
Well, hold on. This isn't Brazil.
This isn't Brazil.
That matters.
Okay. All right, that makes sense.
I do not know
if they make what doctors make in the U.S.
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
But I would still imagine you're an anesthesiologist in Brazil.
You probably have a decent living, if anything.
You at least have some kind of reputable reputation if you got to that level.
Right.
I would think.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. So you're sexually abusing somebody. Yeah, you're right. It would have to be a sick mindset because there's no way that you have a shortage of being able to live the life that you want to live.
Right.
So, yeah, it would have to be definitely some sick shit. It's like, okay, well, they're under sedation, so they wouldn't know.
Right.
So the idea of trying to get away with this is what gets you excited.
And even if they do know, one, they're so heavily sedated, they don't know what's real and what's not real.
Right.
And two, he had them sedated to the point where they were barely conscious.
Yeah.
They can't defend themselves.
Right.
And they're trying to fucking give birth to a baby.
Bruh. That's some sick shit. That's some really sick shit.
Like, you have taken what is supposed to be one of
the greatest experiences.
One of the most joyful moments in a woman's life, in a man and a woman's life.
Yes.
But
especially for the woman.
It's a magical thing, childbirth.
Right. And you defiled it.
And you've defiled it to a degree where it's like, what? Bruh. And for anybody that hasn't read the story and is asking, all right, where was the husband or the father or all this other stuff? He was, because it was a C-section, he was removed out of the delivery room.
Right.
He didn't even know about the situation until the doctor got arrested.
Right. Bro, I would kill that man. I would kill that man. Straight up.
Whatever it takes. I'm in the police station.
Yeah. I'm trying to kill that man.
Like, bro, just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, for real. Seriously.
If you want to arrest me afterwards,
that's fine. That's fine. I'll do that. And from what I understand, this is after a couple other different incidents.
6 total.
6 total. Yeah. And from what I understand, one of the women were trying to express that they felt like something wrong had happened. Mm-hmm. And he used the fact that, no, you were just underneath the sedative, like you weren't very conscious. You hallucinated. You imagined that none of that actually happened. Uh-huh. And I couldn't imagine feeling that, being made to feel like, nah, you're tripping. And then when you see this on the news and realize that you very well could have been a victim as well. Mm-hmm. So that's disturbing, man.
Incredibly.
Well, I mean, they're gonna throw him under the jail. Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. And even if they don't throw them under the jail, man, like there's certain things that even other inmates look at and be like, nah.
Yeah, you're a sicko, bro.
Yeah.
You're a
And
sicko,
you get
bro.
treated accordingly.
Of course.
That's one thing I do say.
Of course. So, yeah, it's a sick world. Women, I'm sorry, man.
I'm so sorry. And we haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
And I know, like, we talked about it before we started recording.
True.
We haven't been on since the Roe v. Wade decision
True.
was made.
True.
And that was almost a month ago at this point.
Yeah.
We want to make it very clear that we stand with the women.
Of course.
With all women that feel afraid, that feel like they're under attack, because
They are.
You are under attack.
At the end of the day, you guys are. And there's not many words that we can give. And I feel like we want to be supportive of the things that women have to deal with and go through.
Right.
And I can say that a lot of the times, the way that the world is going, unfortunately, when stuff happens and you're just like, okay, well, necessarily, what can I do? Sometimes there isn't.
Right.
But I don't know, bro. It's getting to the point where you lose words.
Yeah.
You lose words.
Yeah. You don't know how it is that you can support, but you want to. And it's just like, I just want to get the message out for those that don't know. Like, yes, we do care. And yes, we want to be an ally however we can.
True. Very true.
So,
What else is going on in the world? Is there anything
positive?
that makes it hard to pod. That makes it hard to pod, man.
It does.
What?
Big Sean and Janae Eagle are having a
Oh yeah, congratulations to them, of course. I was wondering what took so long.
I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't care about this topic, but I'm trying to turn to something.
I feel you. Actually, the way that I found out is a guy that I follow online he was heartbroken about it.
Look, man.
Okay, and here's the thing. Like, I feel like it was. I'm not saying in the same vein, but it might have been the same way that people responded to the Rihanna being pregnant kind of thing.
When Janae and Big Sean broke up, and then Janae went on a run of doing what Janae does,
right,
and writing songs about Big Sean. Mm. It was just in the light that these songs were. I was like, oh no, she still loves him.
Yeah. Oh no, facts. Oh, facts.
She's shitting on him, but come back though.
And that happens a lot. But
Janae normally she don't shit on her man like that. She shit on him like, you piece of shit, leave me alone. I'm done with you.
I mean, yeah. But you know what? That's the thing about music. You can express these feelings, and it's just an emotion, and it might not necessarily be where her heart lies.
Big Sean told her to calm down, and she said, "Okay."
You know what I think happened? I think that they had a falling out, and they chose to try to salvage whatever bond that they had.
Yeah,
and then
they had all those healing crystals around.
Bro, the crystals work, bro.
Okay. And their synergy was just off, so they had to sage their whole lives.
Yeah, for real.
And then like once their synergy was on like was on par, their souls were able to like mix and collide.
Right.
And then they created another soul off of that. And that's how she's having a baby.
Yo, okay. All right. And I know we crack jokes on this often because
I love Janae, by the way.
Of course, she's great. And very self and emotionally aware, which is a beautiful thing to have.
Yeah.
We crack jokes because sometimes people can take it a little bit too far.
Yes.
All while still being extremely toxic themselves.
Those be the main culprits.
So that's where the jokes come in. But do you take? I feel like there's things to take from the people who heavily believe into the spiritual energy side and apply it to actual life. Do you agree or disagree?
Did I ever tell you about the time I dated a bruja?
Nah.
Okay. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Look, I got issue with all this shit because I swear to God, I was about to be sacrificed one day.
I've met a few witches in my day.
Yeah, and she was all about the stones and crystals and all this.
I just had this conversation. There's a very thin line when it comes to like spiritual positive energy and dark negative energy. And I
couldn't tell the difference at the time.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like, yeah, no, that's cool. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna sage you because I just want to make sure that like you have all the positive energy possible around you. And I was like, all right, cool, yeah, right. Sage me, whatever. I didn't care.
Right.
And then like some other shit just started happening, and she started praying to like her dead grandmother's picture. I was just like, all right, cool, like, you know, paying respect to your grandma.
Yeah.
And then like some other shit happened. I was just like, wait,
yeah.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
Yeah. That gets, like I said, there's a very thin line in that when you are involving other spirits and things like that. And I don't play in that dark realm at all. That's not fun for me. I know how deceptive that stuff can be when you think you're, you know, involved with one type of spirit and it could be the opposite spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you think as a human that you know more about the spirit realm than the spirits that live in that realm, you got the game fucked up. and that's, you know what I mean? Like playing on that side can be very tricky.
I never changed a flight so quick in my life.
Oh, you was already
lied about it.
Oh, man.
I was like, oh, damn. I didn't realize my flight was so early. I gotta go. She's like, I thought you were leaving till like late tomorrow. I was like, I thought so too. I must have. It said AM, not PM.
Yo, okay. Real question. Was that a situation where you genuinely felt uncomfortable?
Nigga, yes.
Okay. I just want to be. Okay, I get you. Did you feel something that was?
Okay.
I'm being on some real shit.
I am too. And
okay.
I was not planning on telling this story.
All right. Well, here we are.
Okay. So I am single, of course. I am visiting a female friend.
Okay.
Out of state. I won't say which state.
Okay.
And
what's the most common state?
Let's not do that.
Okay, my bad.
Let's not do that.
My bad.
And I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay.
And she just wants to connect and do all this other stuff. I actually, like, right when I saw her, I was just getting out of a relationship.
Okay.
And me and her, we were really close. We were really tight. We were on and off for like 3 years. So, so she really wanted me to come see her. I was like, all right, cool. She had just moved out there.
Okay.
Like within the last year. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll come see you.
Okay.
And fresh out of a breakup, I was like, yeah, I need something to do.
Right.
So I get out there and we're at her place, and you know, it's the stones, the crystals, all that shit, the sage, and like she does all that, and I was like, I'm going with it. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't care.
Right.
Like I'm not judging her for it. It's like, all right, whatever. Do whatever makes you feel good in your space.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm cool with that.
Right.
And then she starts, like, she has a picture of her deceased grandmother in there, and she's like praying to it, and there's a candle, and she lights the candle. And then we got intimate afterwards, right?
All right.
So,
damn, with her grandmother?
Yeah, bro. My mind wasn't in the right spot.
All right, okay. All right.
So, like, we got intimate afterwards, and then she starts, and then we had plans like, all right, let's go for a hike. It's like, hey, I know this great place for us to go to a hike. You know, you said you want to do that. Just kind of clear your mind, get some fresh air, yada, yada. I was like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's go. I'm feeling like released.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like real loose.
I bet.
Great. So we go on this hiking trail, and the place that we are is, it's mountainy.
Okay.
So we were like, she's like, yeah, we'll just go on like a beginner trail just for the scenery. I was like, all right, cool, yeah, let's do it.
Right.
It was not a beginner trail.
Oh,
and there was nobody else on this trail.
Oh, it was intermediate level.
No, intermediate my ass. This was difficult.
Really,
bro? I'm climbing.
Oh shit!
I'm climbing, and I'm out here, and we have one bottle of water between the two of us.
Oh no, you're tripping.
And I'm like, we get up here, and it's probably 45 minutes. I ain't seen another fucking person, bro. And I'm starting to think, I was like, I think this bitch gonna sacrifice me.
Yo.
So like, I'm tired because we're in the elevated area. I'm not used to this.
Hey, listen,
I'm dehydrated.
If I was ever trying to think of a way to take you down, dog, we about to exhaust this nigga real quick.
I'm literally up there like, I don't know. I'm not in a position of strength right now.
Right.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
She's grinning a lot and like,
Oh no.
she's like, oh, you're getting tired, aren't you? And I was like,
bruh.
It's like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm solid.
I'm good. Let's go. Hey, how much farther we got? She's like, oh, I don't know. I thought that this was the beginner trail. I was like, beginner trail, my ass. So finally, we get to the height of it. I was like, all right, great. This is beautiful. I will not let her stand behind me. And she's trying.
Really?
Yes. I was like, nah, bro, I got major fucking trust issues.
Yeah, bro. I would have stopped to tie my shoe, picked up a rock, put it in a pocket.
So, I'm just happy to see you.
Right.
So like she's like kind of uneasy about my not letting her like do whatever she's trying to do. And then I was like, all right, cool, let's go.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to be up here no more.
Right. Was the view worth it?
The view was nice. Great as shit. Beautiful place to die. I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. So we get down. I'm going down. Like, I'm determined. I was like, bro, I'm not going.
Right.
Like, I'm getting at the bottom of this bitch.
Right.
There's no
safety.
No, I'm not going.
Right.
So we get down to the bottom. You know, we go back, and then we're at our place, and at this point, I'm not going to sleep. I've made up my mind. I've lost all trust in this woman.
Oh my!
I've lost all trust in this woman.
That's
and
rough,
like, she falls asleep, and as she falls asleep, I pull out my phone
and adjust that flight.
I changed the flight. I was supposed to fly out at like 7 o'clock at night. 7 o'clock at night the next day.
Right.
I changed that bitch to 7 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
So I wake her up. I was like, babe, my flight's in a few hours. I gotta go.
Damn, that's rough, man. And then you got saged on your way out, and you was out of that jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I only seen her once since then, and then yeah.
All right. Well, I respect you for getting out of that jam. Fellas, be careful out there with those crystals and stuff, man. Make sure the energies are right.
Those brouhahas are real.
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. What else do we have on the list, man? Oh, yo, I found something really funny. I don't know if this is a real thing, but just some other things to be careful of. Have you ever heard of? Let me make sure I got this right. Vabbing.
No. You about to tell me something really stupid, ain't you?
I might.
All right.
I mean, I'm trying.
I'm all ears. Go for it.
Basically, you wear your vaginal fluids as perfume. You put your fingers inside of yourself, dab your juice on your wrist, neck, behind the ears, wherever you'd normally put perfume. I guess this was a TikTok thing that was flying around at one point in what I found.
I have to be very careful right now.
Yes, of course. But even though the idea of that, of course, sounds a little wild.
Bro.
But
No.
no?
No.
In no world. You don't believe in pheromones and stuff?
It ain't for everybody.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Everybody, all women should not be out here doing this.
Okay.
And that's not a shot at anybody.
Of course.
You all know that when you should and should not be doing that shit. That's all I'm gonna say.
True, very true. But that's what I'm saying. What if people are making sure that they're clean? You know what I mean? Making sure that
that's the first. Like, yo, you should not be out here vabbing.
Yeah.
If you're not
but my thing is though
straight down there.
But my thing is just like how easily that can be reversed.
What, your pH balance is being off and shit?
No, I'm talking about with men trying to try new and different things.
Excuse me? No, you're not gonna speak in riddles, nigga. Speak clearly.
What if men wanted to take their own personal sweat and?
I'm not putting my ball juice on my neck first off.
But okay, have you ever been in a situation where you were sweating and a woman found that attractive?
I'm not putting my ball juice on my neck, bro.
But okay, my thing is, I'm saying that with men being sweaty individuals.
Sure.
I'm asking, have you ever been in that situation? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
My scent.
Okay.
Yes.
When it first happened to you, how did you respond to it?
I was like, oh, word? She was like, yeah, I love your scent.
It threw me off for a second.
No, man.
All right. And
Smelly guy.
I feel you. But then for women don't necessarily sweat that much.
No.
So that could be the opposite side of the coin. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if the pheromone thing is a real thing and it works?
Well, you know what?
You
Why don't you go try that? And you report back. How about that?
I'm not interested. It was just something really funny that I saw online, and I was like, this can't be a thing. But there's some wild shit that happens on TikTok too. So
Yeah, TikTok. I still don't have a TikTok. At this point, I'm just being the old man.
yeah,
in the room,
no,
which
I
is
get
fine.
you. There's some good stuff on there. There's still.
I heard TikTok is very educational.
It really is.
Is it?
It really is.
Let's get a Pinterest account. Fuck it.
Because I mean, having the way that we consume everything is all in video content.
YouTube Shorts.
You can find ways to make it more fun and you can edit all right in the app. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you want the Gentleman's Club podcast to be on TikTok?
I mean, some clips might work. Some clips might work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work though, bro.
You don't say.
And when I was on TikTok, bro, I realized after about a good 2 weeks, I'm like, I got to get off this app. You really do. Because 2 hours will go by.
Oh, for sure. That's why I'm not on social media like that now.
Yeah.
Because it takes away my focus.
Yeah. And
Takes away my
your
focus.
attention span will really zip. He's just video after video after video after video after video.
And like, so I'm a YouTube Premium guy.
Ooh.
And
Subtle flex.
I get stuck in the YouTube wormhole very easily.
True.
Where it's just like, bro, I haven't seen, like, when you don't see ads,
Yeah.
that
You can just
YouTube
jump.
wormhole is different, bro.
Yeah, you can just jump.
You just find yourself watching videos like, bro, how did I get
Yeah.
on this?
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't work for me, man. Because I realize how easy I can get sucked into it.
Yeah.
I'm going to find all these different things, and then I'll see something, and I'll have to, like, bookmark it in my mind. I was like, okay, I got to come back to that video because I want to know more about that.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess it goes that way. What else is going on, man?
Wrapping it the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
That's what's going on.
Have you watched or seen anything that's been good outside of the YouTube algorithms?
Finally watched Doctor Strange. Enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched. There was me and my wife watched a bunch of Netflix documentaries.
Which ones?
I can't. It was the one with the cult. I can't remember what the fuck it was called.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, but
Wait, was it the Unexplained show?
Nah.
Hey, that show's really good.
It was the one with the dude got like 23 wives.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Community, like,
Yeah,
that
that's-
shit was wild.
It is. That's a very big thing. Cults they're starting to get into a lot of those
Yeah,
scary stuff.
be careful, people.
Yeah, for sure. Anything else that you seen that was good, interesting?
None. I don't know. No, man. I honestly haven't been watching a whole lot.
Okay.
Like-
And I know you're not really a TV guy. You know me. I got a whole list of shows for you to watch.
I mean, my wife will watch shit, and I'll just kind of sit there with her sometimes. Like, oh yeah, no, this is good. But like, I'm not going out of my way to watch anything.
Okay.
So
All right, fair enough.
yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything coming up or coming out that you're interested in? Oh, wait. No, time out. Real quick.
Real quick.
Thor.
That's on the list.
I watched it.
Uh-oh. Not it.
Bruh.
Not it.
Thor ain't really been it.
Okay.
And I realized they're,
Ragnarok was decent. In comparison, Ragnarok was decent.
in comparison, yeah, it wasn't terrible.
Okay.
But the comedy factor in Thor seems to be the thing.
Now it is, yeah.
I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm cool.
I've seen people say that.
I feel like they wasted a Christian Bale feature.
Damn.
And he did a great job. He had a great role. His character was dope.
Yeah.
But in between all of the goofiness, you couldn't even really appreciate the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Natalie Portman too, actually.
Yeah. You like swole Natalie Portman?
Actually, it was interesting to see. I was like, damn, she actually really worked out for this shit. She looked good. But yeah, I'm not with it. I don't like the corny, cheesy joke factor.
Okay.
I miss Dark Thor, where everything was serious and about honor.
Well, Dark Thor had horrible ratings, so you got Comedy Thor.
That shit is whack,
Look,
man.
hey, don't blame them.
I guess
They said, yo, we tried to be serious with Thor. Y'all niggas didn't like it.
I guess. Yeah, that's it, man.
Let's wrap this shit up.
This has been another. We're gonna be back soon. I promise. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Right back.
Right back.
100th episode happened in 2023. It's okay.
Yeah, we definitely got to get there. But this has been another episode of the
Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
We'll be back though.